welcome, Donut Don here. Welcome to the Retro Series where we look at another game of the classic era of the 1980s to the early 90s, where we have been looking at football management games. But today we're going to go and spin off slightly to another racing game. After the success of the Formula One video, which we released a couple of weeks ago, which has got well over 1,500 views, which is amazing. Thanks for watching that. And also we featured that game in a couple of streams as well. We're going to go to another game which CRL made, Monday and Wheelhouse both made, and this is Endurance. So this is basically very similar to Formula One, but it's done by motorbikes, and it's endurance, which means these are like 24-hour races and stuff. So this game was made also in 1985, same year as Formula One. It was a full price release, $7.95. Can't show you any reviews because of the time of this recording. The actual Internet Archive website where you can get all the reviews from, amazing website, is actually down at the moment, so I can't give you the views. But it got quite good reviews overall. It had 5 reviews on an average of about 79, nearly 80%, so that's pretty decent. This game was then re-released 3 years later in 1988 on the Budget label, and it was renamed as well as the TT Racing Simulator. It was the official game of the TT Racing, done in the Isle of Man. So that was interesting. So let's go into the game straight away. So first thing is lovely loading screen there and the intro screen. We press number of players, so obviously it's just me, so press 1. This is no joystick. So here are the keys. Here we can actually change the keys if we want to. So we've got SP, save game S, P for pit stop, instructions for I, all makes sense, H for halt, Q for quit. So actually the keys are very straightforward here. A, N, M, M, which means the keys are a bit more closer together than they were in Formula One. And then you've got enter to enter the corruption. And then you've got A to Z instead of 6 and 7 keys to move the arrows up and down. And improve item instead of buying or buying and improving. And complete action is enter. So I'm pressing any other key to continue because I'm happy with those keys. It's nice to see a complete key inlay in the game, which doesn't happen too often. Press T to print screen. No, don't want to print screen. Change team name. Yes. We're going to change it. Oh, it's got the Y there. Let's change it to the Donuts. Why not? Change make bike. Kawasaki. No, Kawasaki. I must stress, I'm not as good at motorbike names as I am at Formula One. I was a big Formula One fan, still am, but I never really was into motorcycling, I'm afraid. So I won't know too much about motorcycling here. Oops, I wasn't going to change the motorbike name. Oh, okay, Suzuki, Honda. Okay, want to select team colors. Okay, this is good. So we can select the team colors. So red looks pretty decent actually. That's pink, green, light blue, yellow. I think we'll go for red actually. The red looks pretty decent. And to choose, yeah. And to choose, enter 1 to 20 for first bike. I think this is the number. So let's do number 7. Change first rider name, Grownwood, yes. Obviously it's going to be Donut himself, it's going to be in it. Because of course in this race you have more than one rider. You can actually change riders as well. Yes. Now the only rider I can remember is Barry Sheen to show my age, so I'll put Sheen in. Enter. Okay, you get 2 bikes actually, so 2 names. So enter. Let's do 11 for the second bike. Yes. So I think we'll put. Oops. Again, minimum sound. Yes. I can't think of a good name. Roberts, I think it's a racer's name. I might be wrong there. So you get 2 bikes, 4 riders. Each of them obviously take turns in the race, and then you select if that driver stays going around the circuit or changes over, just like what Le Mans does. So you've got the World Championship season. It's a new game, so we won't obviously see all these races in this short episode. So we will do new game, and then I think it will let us choose what level we need. I press N to start new game. Oh, I know what it's done. It's gone through all this changes again. Okay, so we're choosing the levels now. So we've got to choose the World Championship season. So that's Le Mans, Monza, Zandvoort in Austria, Suzuka, Spa, Nürburgring, and Bordeaux. So 2 races in France. So select yes, and then it tells you. Okay, so there's the championship season. So actually, the first race is Monza. Looks like Le Mans is not happening. We'll go to trainee because I haven't played this game before. Venue is Monza, 12 hours. Starts at 12 o'clock. Duration 6 hours. So okay. Here's the right. Here's the bike. Driver moves over to the right. It's nice animation here. So here we select the power and everything. So enter. Okay, so what do we do? It's not telling me what to do actually. Normally it's enter, isn't it? And then there we go, it's enter. Now it's got to be some safety in the bike. I'm actually going to put a lot of safety in the bike. So I like the bike to actually survive. Miles per gallon, MPG. It's slightly different to Formula 1 obviously, so actually there you go, it actually moves the lines a bit. Okay, adjust handling, so you've got to do all this. I want it to be pretty fast, but I think the safety is more top, especially when the race is actually going for quite a while. Okay, that should be enough. That's, of course, we've got 2 bikes, number 7 and number 11. Hard for front tyres, hard for rear tyres. Donut will be the first rider. That's racer bike number 7, now bike number 11. Oh, I've changed the names by the way. After we had to start the new game again, so you might see the names slightly different in this. Let's make this bike pretty powerful. I think this trimmed down safely a bit in this one. Miles per gallon. I'll do it. Speed. I think this is going to be just a general all-rounders bike. Okay. Let's choose mediums for this one. Let's see which one does better. Of course, we've got to do both tyres. There will be pit stops. So that's Sheen and bike number 11. So we've got 20 bikes in this. Donut Honda, so number 7 and number 10, or number 11. And then we've got the various other bikes here. I recognise some of the engine names, so I don't recognise the names. So very similar to Formula 1 here. You've got, so each teams have got the colours. There's more bikes in this, and of course they all start running towards the bikes. This is pretty cool. Of course, you recognise the noise. And the good thing about it, if you can see on my mouse, you can see actually the order of all the bikes at the moment. And as you can see there, not one of our bikes is there at the moment. We're not even in the top 16 bikes. Doesn't actually give the riders' names, just gives the bikes' names. So the only rider names are our two bikes. Obviously we have to keep an eye on our bikes. No, we're not even in the top 16 still. Are we last? I hope not. We're looking for bikes 7 and 11, by the way. There's number 11. 11's in there. Now, 6 has got highlighted. I think 6 means that's in the pits. Or could be out. No, 6 has dropped down, but 11 is 16th now. So the alert system is exactly the same sound as Formula 1. This race is going to go on for quite a while, so we might even have only time for one race. This is a 6-hour race, because the difference between this and the Formula 1 is that Formula had a lot of short races. This is endurance races. And you can see there, our number 11 is in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 12. Oh, red. That means something's happened to the bike. The animation's still really good. It's out of fuel. Does that mean it comes into the pits to get fueled up? Should do. There we go, it does. So he's wheeled it along because he's got no fuel left. Do you want a Sheen? Oh, Sheen needs to change. He is quite tired. So enter. Tires are okay. No change. Check rears. So I need to go and check the rear tire. No, this tire's fine. I think it's just ran out of fuel. Refuel. And then enter. The guy now needs to move to the right. Oops, here we go. It comes up with the option in a minute. Oh. Yeah. Is that Sheen still driving? 1 minute 56. No quick pit stops here. Oh, bike 7's following. So how Donut's doing in bike 7? Yeah, I think we need to change the driver, but it's not letting me. Oh, there we go. Mantle take over. Now I know how to change driver. Oh, I think that does need to change. Nice animation here. The animation is definitely an improvement over the Formula 1, I have to say. So he's going to go over to check the front tyre. I think we're going to change both tyres. We might as well. We're not going to get points in this race. driver back on. Oops. You have to be really careful that you select the right option here. Here we go. So bike 7's changed the rider. There's no driver in this, obviously. I think we're going to finish. Ooh. 7 can't run out of fuel because he's just got on. He has run out of fuel. Oh, did we not put any fuel in? Beginner's mistake. We went off and we didn't put any fuel in. Sorry. That was funny. Here we go. So again, there's no driver names, rider names even. There's just the bikes, except for R2. 17's out. So that's 3 out already. Now this is endurance, of course. So 17, for instance, crashed out, but might have done a lot more laps than R2. 9's out. R2 bikes. So R2 bikes have to do as many laps as that crashed bike did to overtake it, if that makes sense. Out of fuel. Fuel stops always happens. The only snag I've got is that the enter key is the action key. I would have changed it into the space bar, actually, if I had the chance now. So he needs to check. The rider seems okay. So enter means he's fine. I need to check to see what's the... I think I need to change that rear tire, actually. This animation's still very good. Okay, check the brakes. Brakes are fine. Right, quick over, check the front brakes. Brakes are fine. Front wheel needs to change. Obviously, you need to get to the right position. A little bit tricky. There we go. Yeah, let's change. Hard again. And then put the fuel in. Don't forget the fuel this time. I've learnt my lesson. I'm good. Oh, yeah, I forgot every time I press that we actually need to press another key. That's it. I think up there. Bike destroyed. Ooh, that's serious. That was 16. That was the leader as well. Now it means all these bikes crashing out. 19's out as well. A lot of them are crashing out now. That we've got a chance to actually go into the top 16. The 11 you can see there is in there, but I think 11's running out of fuel. And his driver the rider must be really tired now. I need to change that rider if I can. Actually, it's not letting me do it. I think I'm going to put a pit stop. There you go. Press P for the pit stop. Let's get number 11 in the pits. I think that red's giving me a warning. Red always means warning to me. So let's see what's going on. I think that it's the... I really need to find out how I can change the rider because he must be tired. There we go. Sheen's done enough. Now let's just check everything is fine. Yeah, let's change. I'm going to change it to the mid compounds for the bike 11. Right, check brakes. Brakes are fine. Go to the front of the car, of the engine. Tune engine. Oh, I didn't notice that. You can tune the engine. It's alright. It seems alright actually. You can actually make adjustments to the engine. That's handy. You're learning all the time here. And then check brakes. Brakes seem fine. Check tyres. Obviously put the new tyre in. Change. Mid compound. There's definitely a lot more to do in this compared to Formula 1. And that's probably why I'm doing so badly. Okay, how much fuel you've got? Yeah, you've got a little bit of fuel. We are running out. Okay. I'm getting the hang of this though, so I'm getting a little bit faster doing what I need to do. Right, Roberts goes onto the bike. He will finish the race. 2.5 hours of the race left. Oh, 15's out. So 11 is 16th placed. 2 hours of the race to go. So clearly we're not going to get any points in this. But it's a nice little game. If I had to choose between this one and Formula 1, obviously I'll pick Formula 1. But yeah, definitely give this a go if you love Formula 1. The Formula 1 game. Now bike 11, something's happened to it. Something's going on to it. I think that could be fuel. So I'm going to check to see what's going on with the bike. So red is, again, not good. Now you can press 11 as well. I mean, not 11. I is instructions. Let's see what that does. Oh, we'll do this pit stops first. Now, why are you in red, Mr. Driver? It's not the driver, the rider, he's fine. Let's check things. The brakes are fine. Must be the fuel. Rear tyre is fine. It must be the fuel. Must be running out of fuel. Yeah, it's the fuel. So that red means he's running out of fuel. Ah, trying to get the return to bike. Right, yeah, there we go. Fiddly. I'm slowly getting the hang of this. Instructions, number 7. Go, go, go. Yeah. Just 2 instructions then. Go, 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 or take it steady. Oh, 20 is out. Now again, for instance, bike 20 is out, but it's probably done more laps than us, so we have to beat that laps to overtake that position, if that makes any sense. So we haven't completed as many laps, or miles in this case, or kilometers in this case. That's why we're still behind number 20, because it might have done 50 kilometers more than us, even though it's crashed. So we need to do those 50 kilometers before we overtake it. That's why 20, even though it's crashed, is still in 7th place, because the amount of kilometers it did during its time. So a slightly different way of working out the positions here. That's probably why we're still in the bottom, and we're not even in the top 16. Oh, we're out of fuel. So I didn't see the out of fuel, because obviously we're not in the top 16. Again, we're that far behind. Now, there's just got an hour left, so I'm going to try to not make as many changes as possible and go straight to softs. So donut is fine. He'll stay as he is. Check the rear wheel. Rear wheel is fine. It is just the fuel. The aim is to try to get into the top 16 out of 20 bikes. we're so far behind, but I was expecting that with only the first time I'm playing this. Right, Donut's going straight back in. It's 52 minutes left of the race, 6-hour race. So yeah, 20 crashed, but it's still in the top 10. Unless the driver managed to come back. Rider. Oh, 19's crashed. So obviously this game, the races are a lot longer, hence why I will only manage to show one race in this video. 10's crashed. So we'll go through this race and I'll give you my opinions about the game. Near the finish, half an hour to go. There's 11, 16th place. Woohoo! Actually, is it 16? I'm just going to count sim positions, that is. 6, 9... Yeah, 16th place. Well, at least we appear on the scoreboard somehow. No, 11's going to run out of fuel just as the race is going to end as well. So we won't put a full tank. Yeah, out of fuel. Out of fuel with just 18 minutes to go. That's not great, is it? So the final pit stop for bike 11. So it's gonna sacrifice 16th place, sadly. So Roberts has got no energy left, but I'm not going to change the driver. I'm just going to put fuel in. That's enough. It's not much left of the race, so I'm not going to put too much fuel in. So it's going to be as quick as can. Yeah, 20 hasn't crashed out because 20 is still doing pretty well. We go near the end of the race. Number 6. There we go. 6 o'clock, 6:01 to be exact. And that is the race finish, and bike 11 finishes 16th. As they go line, bike number 6 wins it. 14 by 2.5 kilometers. Again, it's by kilometers, not laps. Congratulations, bike 14. 886 kilometers in total. It won by, yeah. Oh, so you can see how many kilometers we were behind. So bike 11 was 56 kilometers behind the winner, and bike 17 was 62 kilometers behind the winner. So we were quite a distance away from it. I would guess that if I carried on with race 2, I would actually get the hang of it and do much better. So let's give us a review of endurance. I would say endurance is it's a fun game. It's much longer than Formula 1. Here the point systems, obviously both bikes get points for the winners. 25 points, we're on 0. 5 races to go because it's a short season. Here are the championship points. Obviously slightly different to what the Formula 1 ones are. We've got none, obviously. Save game, no. And then the next race is a 10-hour race. So let's get our review about this. Yeah, so it is a really decent game. I think I prefer Formula 1 over this because I'm a big Formula 1 fan, not really a motorbike fan. The pits are very good. It's a lot more technical than Formula 1. I think the graphics are good as well. It's easy to read, and there's a lot to it. Like how you can give instructions. There's various parts of the pits. The pits are a lot more complicated than Formula 1. But yeah, I think overall it's definitely worth trying. So let me know if you've played Endurance or if this is the first time you ever heard it. And thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, then please do. If you haven't liked, then please do. And yes, let me know what you think about Endurance. And I'll hear from you soon. Goodbye for now. What are your thoughts about this game? Please let me know in the comments. Many thanks for watching this video. Greatly appreciated. If you like this channel, please send me a like or subscribe.